I had this thought, maybe we could get together. We can make it last forever. That would make me feel better. Girl, I'm tired of playing games.
Hey, how you feeling? I am Killamilla, and I'm here with the ever so talented Justin Lee.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Songwriter,
Yeah,
artist,
I guess we can say all those
giving
things.
Drake a run for his money.
Oh, we'll take it there as soon as we start, right?
Yes. He wish he could have that beard, I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Well, I hope that we can get there. We can get to that level. We'll see.
So tell us, who is Justin Lee?
Justin Lee, it's an interesting question. I don't know. I'm just a person who loves music. And then I guess I kind of took it into my own hands to start creating my own music. And now we're here to a place where we're actually sitting here having a conversation about my music. Yeah, so I'm from Pulaski, Tennessee. That's where I was born and raised. Tennessee native. Moved to Murfreesboro in 2001. And then maybe I guess I started music probably about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And we're just now really starting to
Wow,
get into
just
things.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And look at you now.
Yeah. I know.
Well, things are moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
So would you say you're passionate about music? Is this something that you've always wanted to do, or is this a new hobby for you?
I'm extremely passionate about music, just the sound and the feeling and just how it touches people. Personally, myself, I know that for me, it allows me to be more creative, and it allows me to open up and be the person that I think, how I think, and what I think about music whenever I listen to it. And it allows me to create it the way I like it.
Okay, that's good. It's always good to do what you want with your creativity.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
And even if it's just for yourself,
Very true.
it's always a good thing to get that out.
Yeah, very true.
So I know you have an album coming out soon.
I do have a new album coming out.
What's the name of the album?
So the name of the album would be, I'm still kind of stuck. I'm thinking maybe Tennessee Back Road. And I have a few other names. We're just not 100% set on it yet.
Tennessee Back Road.
Tennessee Back Road.
I like that.
Do you like that?
Yeah, tell us the inspiration behind Tennessee Back Road. Like, where did you get that name from?
Tennessee Back Road. That's me. If I'm working on music, if I'm creating something, if I'm going through something, if I have a lot on my mind, or if it's just one of those things to where I just need to clear my mind, then that's what I do. I hit a Tennessee Back Road because we both know that Tennessee Back Roads is nothing better than that.
Yeah. You might get lost.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You always find your way, right?
You always find your way. Absolutely.
That's
yeah, definitely. True. But so Tennessee Back Road, I mean, it is a new album that I have been working on probably for about a year or so now. I'm very, very excited to release the project, but you know, it's a lot of this going into this one that I didn't necessarily know from the first album going into the second album, where I know a lot more now.
So it's like a learning process. Your listeners get to hear you grow from your first album. Because when was your first album released?
December 2017.
Okay.
So it's been a little bit over a year now.
Okay, well that's like perfect timing though. 2017, now 2019, they're gonna get something new.
Very true.
Is it gonna be something similar to your last album, or is it gonna be like totally different? Are they gonna know it's Justin when they hear it, or?
So
Or they're gonna be shocked.
Right.
I don't know. I heard some of it yesterday, and I was shocked.
Were you?
Yes.
What were you shocked about?
I did not. I can't tell. I don't want to get like too much in detail.
Well, okay.
But your sound was like very different from what I had heard before. It was a different kind of sound, but I really liked it, and I think the listeners will really like it.
Well, thank you. I think it is much different, but I do feel like it's still my style.
Okay.
I feel like it's something that's a lot more personal to me this go around because I have a lot more direction with this project. We put a brand behind it. You know, we put just a lot of media and just a lot of production behind it as well.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's what you have to do.
Yeah. So I guess you could say that we're actually taking it a lot more serious now.
Okay.
With the way that we do things. I feel like it's important to create a brand, and it's important to just actually give it your all. If you're gonna do it, then you might as well, put everything into it as you can.
Go big,
like what
go
you're
home.
doing yourself.
Yeah, it's true. Go big or home. Like you have to
Yeah.
to put your all into it, like you said, because if you don't, then you just
the
wasting
reason I'm
time.
doing it,
You're wasting
yeah.
your time. Like you have to go hard or go home for real. I really believe that. So
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you for doing that.
I appreciate
and
it.
growing, even the 2 years. You said 2017. Now it's 2019.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to hear more and witness the growth.
I'm excited to put it out, truthfully, because I'm excited for the feedback. Because, like I said, I mean, this will be a much longer project.
You said this is personal.
Yeah.
So tell us, like, how personal is it? Is it 14 tracks of a story, or do each of the songs stand alone and they're like their own individual stories?
So it does tell a story, actually.
Okay.
I think from number one, if you just let it play.
Yeah.
From number one to, I would say, like number three, it's just kind of, it gives you kind of an idea of what my hip hop sounds like and what I'm about when it comes to just like being a rapper, if that's what you want to call it.
Okay.
But then it goes into something a little bit more melodic, and then it goes into something that's a lot more personal as well.
So that's what I was talking about earlier when I said I was surprised.
Yeah.
The rapping, like I didn't know that you did that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hadn't heard much, but
It's
yeah,
funny,
that's why I was
though.
saying. That's why I mentioned Drake, because Drake is like a rapper, singer.
Yeah.
He has
Well, I don't
mastered-
want to compare myself.
No,
Obviously,
of course
yeah.
not. Of course not.
Yeah.
But while we're on that subject, though, because we all, I feel like, are influenced and inspired by certain people.
Right.
So I won't ask you like the typical question of who inspires you, but I will ask if I were to get on a Spotify playlist or put in a certain artist, who would you turn up under? Like, where would your music turn up under if it was like a certain artist that I was listening to on Spotify or something like that?
So I think that's what the kind of the dynamic sector of the music that I make is that you have certain songs that sound like this and certain songs that sound like that. Because if we're going to influence, then influence is going to be kind of something that's more melodic, but then also I like the heavy hitting bass, and I like the cadences, and I like how just kind of talking a little reckless on a track, but then at the same time it's you get a little bit more involved in feelings and you get a little bit more personal with it.
Okay.
So it would be, I don't know, it would be, I think you would find my music on a hip hop playlist,
Okay.
but then I think you would also find my music maybe like under someone like I personally like music like Black.
Love him.
Yeah, I really like him, and his music is just as calming, but it's very personal as
Yeah.
well.
He definitely tells a story with his songs.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate a good story.
Yeah.
As a journalist.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so I think that's maybe possibly like where you'd find like most of my music, because my music definitely is a representation of who I am. So I don't want to speak out of character when it comes to my music, which I think is, even you can probably agree that a lot of people do music outside of their character,
Yes.
just for the purpose of doing music,
Yes.
and that's not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are the same person you are in your art. The art and the artist are aligned. They talk a lot about separating the art from the artist.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Would
don't
you
know.
say you're about the same?
I don't know. In everyday life, I'm a little bit more poised, but I feel like
Okay.
in my music, I am a little bit more carefree, a little bit more edgy,
A little bit more transparent?
a little bit more transparent.
That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like your listeners would appreciate that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
But I want to know, like, where you were physically, mentally, while recording this album. Where was most of this album recorded?
So mentally, I would say I recorded majority of the album in a place where I was, I had to figure out myself.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of my music is. I don't really necessarily make music to impress anybody. I make music to kind of open up myself so I can understand myself a little bit better. And it's crazy how it happens, because in the process, you're focused on making a song, but then like after you listen to the song, it kind of goes back and it reflects like your true feelings.
Yeah.
And
That's so dope.
yeah, and you hear how you feel, and you're like, wow, man. But that's the
almost
fun
like
part of writing.
A journal entry, and then you
Yeah.
go back and reading it. It's like your self-reflection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a big part of self-love.
Very true.
self-reflection.
Which is another big thing I would say that has come from the album is I found myself. I found just who Justin Lee is. But at the same time, like you were just asking me earlier, Justin, everyday Justin, and Justin Lee are different people. Because Justin Lee is the person who does something with passion and does something with meaning and purpose. Whereas Justin is kind of the person who just adapts and coexists with, everyday life and just how it goes. But my music is very personal to me.
That's dope.
But physically, to answer your question.
Yes, mentally and physically.
Yeah, but physically, to answer your question, I record all my music at home. I still have never been in a state-of-the-art studio or anything of that nature. Yeah, I listen to music. And
What's the reason for that? Are you afraid to go in the studio? Do you think it's a waste of time, money?
I wouldn't say it's a waste of time or a waste of money.
Yeah.
Kinda, maybe a little.
I mean,
maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit if you have a home studio, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it might be just because I think I've perfected my craft.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I perfected my craft, but I've learned my craft to the point where I'm able to create the sound and create the feeling that I want to portray and that I want to get across. So going to a big studio where I'm working with an engineer and songwriters and things of that nature, it kind of dilutes the whole meaning behind your music and who you are. So it just allows me to be as creative, and it allows me to be creative, and it allows me to my brain to keep on ticking a little bit, if you will. So.
And you have the control.
And I have the control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. A lot of people get pimped out for their music and stuff of that nature. So you don't have to worry about that. You're in control of your sound because you produce, right? You produce your own music. You write your own music.
Right.
You record your own music.
Right.
Like jack of all trades.
Yeah. It's taken a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay though.
Yeah.
You can't rush greatness.
Yeah, very true.
You have to be patient.
So that was kind of the reason we put the title of 10,000 Hours on the video that we did, that we released back in October. Me and Julius, the guy who does an amazing job on all my videos.
Shout out to Julius.
Shout out to Julius. and to me personally, it's amazing. Some other people might have their own opinion, but at the same time, when it comes to something being a creative, everybody's gonna have their opinion.
Yeah.
But in my eye, he captures exactly, my persona, who I am, my music, and brings it to light. I tell him my idea, he tells me how he can do it. He tells me his ideas, and he's the one that
that's
makes
special.
it. It is special.
That's so rare. You know what I'm saying? That's what every artist wants. They want their own producer. They want their own videographer. They want somebody that feels them and listens to them and understands and sees the vision. So that's so dope that you have somebody like that on your team.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. But enough about him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, he does a great job. But we released a project. It was like an 8-minute long video, and we did 3, maybe 4 different songs in it, and it was called 10,000 Hours. But the reason that 10,000 Hours was even the title of it is to perfect anything, or to want to perfect anything in whatever area you're in, and whether you're an artist who likes to draw, or you're a writer who likes to do spoken word or things like that. It takes you to actually put in that time. And 10,000 hours, which some people say that this is not a fact anymore, but I like to go by it. But the amount of time that you put into it, I do feel like the more time you put into it and the more time you hone in on your craft, and it allows you to be the person that you wanted to be with that. And that's kind of where 10,000 Hours came from, because we've spent a lot of time just trying to figure it out. We've done so many things that just have gotten just deleted. It's like, no, we can't do that. But at the same time, if we're comfortable about something, we put it out, and it's gotten good feedback. So far.
Now you're reaping what you sow.
Yeah. Kind of.
The hard work.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming.
It's coming, yeah, right.
Because I know you have a lot of new things that you're excited about, like your merch coming.
Do have some merch coming.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Yes, you have it right now. Yeah. It's really nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, explain the symbols and stuff.
So, the name of the merch is going to be TBR,
Okay.
Tennessee Back Road is what it is.
Of course.
Yeah. If you can't tell yet, I'm a proud Tennessean.
Me too.
But Tennessee Back Road kind of came from a place where me and my brother, if I make music or we're listening to new sounds or something of that nature, then if I wanted him to listen to something, I'll go and pick him up from home and like, man, you have to hear this. And what we'll do is we'll go on the back road, and on those back roads, what you see is you see the beauty of Tennessee, but it's a feeling too, while you're listening to music and you're going in and out of these roads, and just it's free. And so with the actual piece, Vidal, I have to give him major credit for it, because no longer is Justin Lee just Justin Lee anymore. We've kind of created something that's more of a brand now.
Okay.
And I couldn't, no way possible that I could do all this by myself.
Yeah, I know that's right.
So Vidal, he has just taken creative control of merch and just the visual representation of, what we represent and who we are and the way our music sounds. So the 3 stars, obviously, Tennessee is a tri-state, so kind of took that and ran with the stars on there. The horse is actually, it's a chess piece.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, so you take that and, in this game it's chess and not checkers.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he did a really, really good job with that, and
he did a
I
good
couldn't
job.
be more happy with that.
Yeah, I think people are definitely gonna like it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would you rock it?
I definitely would.
Would
Especially
you?
the black. I like black.
Oh,
You can
okay.
tell I love black. But
Well,
yeah,
maybe I
I'll
have to
rock
give
it.
you one.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. I would rock it proudly.
Yeah.
Tennessee back roads.